I am sure sports. You know me there. I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All the way, all the cup and turn it up, all the way, G-Rock say, all the cup. We go all the way. Boom! Alley Cup, August 12 and 13. Be there and Excelsior School Ground. Be there and kick it to them like a ball. After all, it's Ali, the baller. Whoa!
All right, greetings. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Manningsman. This is going to be a 1 hour show. We won't be long, but we will be strong. It is our Super Friday show, so jump on early as you can. Make sure that once you come on, you hit the like button, you subscribe to the platform, and you share the content. It is Super Friday, and on Super Friday, we ask you to make a contribution to the channel by giving a super sticker or do a super chat, right? That's how you support the channel. So we do that on Fridays. Because you understand, you know what it is. Mr. Smile could want to put a smile, and I am sure face and all our staff. So once you come on and you're able to do any of that, please go ahead and do so. We want to also say a big thank you to the sponsors of this video. The sponsors are Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most. Prestige Finance is offering you loans of up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars, and they are located in Linstead, St. Catherine, Jamaica. You can give them a call at 8763. You can give them a call all at 876-884-7390. There's no processing fee, same day processing, and only 0 to 4% interest rate will be charged off you. So make sure you check out Prestige Finance. Also, a big thank you to Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and seek legacy for all your personal insurance need in Canada and the USA. Visit Launch Legacy at launchlegacy.com or call or text them at 647-989-0782. Who are you? All right. So welcome to all of you who have joined the chat very early. So good to have you as usual. King Jav, bless up yourself. I should be down your side very, 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 very soon. You understand me? Dropping some leather down at the all blue thing at Manning's High School the 29th and the 30th of July, where we will be beating JC in under 14 and the Costa Cup action. And then the Mannings, watch this, the Mannings Masters, which include yours truly, Manning's man, will be taking on the Westmoreland Masters. And you know I will be scoring a triple for sure. I am sure sports. Big up, sir. Leon Minot, blessings to you. Thank you for supporting our Super Friday by giving us a super sticker. We appreciate it. So remember, it is Super Friday, and on Super Friday, we ask everyone to make a super donation to I Am Sure Sports. Hey, I'll try not to pull a muscle. You understand me? It's a good one, because, the last time I played in a little charity game, Hey, Jeremy and Gonzalez, big guns, big up. Big guns almost lick out. Me teeth them and I'll mash up the leg, but big up Jeremy and Gonzalez. He's a big baller, I wonder if Jeremy and Gonzalez is playing some football, how far he'd reach, because he's indeed a very good footballer. But the man nearly mashed me up still. But big up my friend, Big Guns. It's my bank is closed early on Friday. The bank is 70. Big up. Listen, Eagle Republic, not a problem. You understand me? Not a problem, Eagle Republic. Your support is always welcome. So just hit the like button. You understand me? Hit the like button then, and then that is sufficient as well. But I have a couple of things today that I want to run by you quickly. Like I said, it's a 1 hour show. We're going to keep it tight because I have some other engagement. And then later this evening, the men will come on to do the track and field show that we have been having around the World Championships. And that has been going very good. So most of you would have heard by now is that the senior reggae boys will be playing in a tournament put on by the Qatar Football Association, but the tournament will be played in not Australia, but Austria. You know, Alaba, that footballer, he plays for Austria. Do you know Arun Natovic, who was at West Ham and moved over into the Chinese Super League? He's from that country as well. So that's where the tournament will be played. Morocco, Ghana, Jamaica, and Qatar will be playing in it, and it is for those teams to prepare for their World Cup. All right, so it is not a FIFA window, so most of our stronger or better players will not be available for the game. So the squad is predominantly local based players. I'm going to give you some names that are on it today, and then I'll give you the final listing in next week. But what I'll say is that I think the JFF should approach, if they are not planning on using Paul Hall, they need to let Paul Hall know. And if they're planning on using Paul Hall as a national coach, they need to come out and announce it right now. If not, and they're moving away from Paul Hall, they should use this as an opportunity to appoint a new head coach. All right. Very important. We cannot have any delays. I think it affected Lauren Donaldson and the Reggae Girls in terms of their preparation, and we don't want that. We want to give our coaches ample time to prepare their teams, and therefore it is incumbent on the GFF to make an appointment as soon as possible. That includes, if Paul Hall is going to be kept, that he be advised so that he can do the work and get himself ready and prepared. If not, there are names out there. We were told that there were several persons who have indicated an interest in coaching the team. Talk to them. Maybe they will make themselves available for this game, even if it is not to do the on-field coaching, but at least be easier to observe the players. I know that Tyrone Marshall is one of those persons. I know he's connected to his club, so he would need time to do all of that. But Talk to Paula. Let the man know. You can't be hanging him. You can't have him hanging out there, not knowing what is happening, what is going on. It's unfair to him because he stepped up at a point when we need him the most, right? He filled a gap when there was a void, and we must deal with people with a greater level of respect, and we must deal with these matters with a greater sense of urgency. It is too critical and important. You understand me? Critical and important that we make early appointments and give our coaches early opportunities to be able to gel and mesh with their players and the team. All right. So I'm going to give you the players a little later. But first, all right. Now, some of you would know that I have contacts in a lot of places. All right. So this is something that I got out of the United States from someone in media, print media. And I think if not next week, the following week, there may be an article with this story, and then I'll be able to refer you to the article, right? So you can see and validate what I am saying. All right. Now, you would have noticed that the Reggae Girlz have not yet done an interview of any sort with the local media after what? Right? After the qualifiers. When I say the local media, I'm talking print, radio, television, or via the internet. So no vlogger, no Sportsmax, no TVJ, no CVM, no KLAS, no Nationwide, no RGR Group, no Observer, no Gleaner, nothing. All right. The information that I got, and I'm going to speak. The information that I got is that the girls have decided not to speak to the local media. And the local media includes radio, print, television, and vloggers. And the reason, it's going to be in an article, like I said, out of the States. The reason for this is because they believe that when they made a choice to replace the coach, they were not supported by the media. That is what the report is. So let me give you my perspective. Everyone, including the girls who are adults, well thinking, and I said this, they are intelligent enough to make good decisions and wise decisions. A lot of these girls, I'd say a majority of them have completed their college education, have their first degrees. They are smart. Remember I said that during this whole discussion about the coach. If you go back to my videos, I said that, listen, these girls were not making that decision without a clearly orchestrated plan. They are smart. I went as far as saying that the captain is very intelligent. She's a very intelligent young woman. Intelligent. So their decisions are normally well thought out and planned out. The Swabies are intelligent. Rebecca Spencer, one of my favorite players, very intelligent, right? Where's all of this going? So, listen to me, people. When this whole thing came up with Vin Blaine, listen to me. Most people felt the girls had a right to get what they want. Most people, I would say probably all. The biggest concern for people, including people in the media, including me, was the precedent that was being set and how it was done. And the question has always been, could it have been dealt with another way? Number one. And number two, is this the right precedent to be set for other generations to see in terms of how things are to approach when there's some sort of displeasure and happiness with a coach at the helm of any of our national program. Most people did agree that if the girls say they want X, they should get X. What people had an issue with is how it was done and what precedent was being set. Let me speak for me. I have not heard anybody coming out and say, in terms of the media, they have issues with the girls wanting the change. All right? So I cannot agree with the girls believing that people don't support them. I was at all the local games. The people supported them. Many people came, even on this platform, and others, and they all said this, that the girls must get what they want. People came on my platform, even after I had Coach Vinblin, who gave his side of the story, and people came out and said, listen, if they say he must go, he must go. We all said, okay, fine. When the new coach was appointed, everyone got on board and said, this is the coach, he's a good coach. So I went back to my video, in fact, and in my video I said this. Listen, regardless of who the coach is, I am confident that this group of players will qualify. I listened to that, I watched the video again, and people say, no, and I said, no. Khadija Shah is too good a player. She has taken all of this on her shoulders, and she's going to see to it that the team qualifies. So I cannot agree. No, you're adults, and you can choose to talk to nobody if you don't want. That's up to you. You have no obligation. So you don't have to talk to anybody. You're an adult. You can decide that. All of you can decide that as long as we shall live, we'll never speak to anybody in Jamaica. Anybody, you can make that. The question you must ask is that the wisest thing to do? Because anybody can do anything, Because people are going to say, Nathan, listen, you're not under any obligation to love anybody, You're not obligated to love anybody. So CC just put up this. He says that the team isn't under any obligation to speak to the middleman. Does the media have a deal with the federation that ties the girls to speaking? When I talk about media, I don't have a deal. I don't need a deal with them. And Coach means he don't need a deal. Nobody is under any obligation to do anything in life. So I'm not talking about obligation. So don't bring that up in my conversation. You don't have no obligation to spare a man's life. You have no obligation to save anybody. You're not obligated to do anything. So let's not use that. No, nobody come up with them nonsense there. Just let me finish what I say before you make statement, Papi. When I talk about media, no print, no radio, no television, no vloggers, no statement. However, like I said, there will be an article in a newspaper where this is cited, and you will see it come out next week from the United States. Because it's not that they're not speaking to media. They are speaking to other medias outside of Jamaica. All right? So nobody, let me say that, the majority of vloggers, Coach Minzy, let me call the ones that I know, Ryan LFC, Talawa TV, Reggae Boys Commentary, IMAXit, Formula, Military Guna, Unseen Sport, I Am Sure Sports, Sports Down the Middle. All of these channels had watch-alongs to the game, supporting the girls, celebrating them, saying that the coach is a good coach. Even when they made some decision that they didn't like, they still supported him. No one has brought up, every time somebody brought up that Vin Blaine would have done it, the amount of people come out and said, no, it would not have. So I don't think it is fair to say that the media has not supported the girls. That is why I have the same issue with what Asafa was alluding to. Why is it that support means that everything you do, I must agree with it? I love my wife, but it's not every decision she take I agree with, but I support her. I'm going to give you a good example. So she had this grand idea for a business. I don't like the business, but it is something that is her passion. She chose to do it. I support her. I can still support you, though I disagree with a particular action of yours. As a society, we have to think broader and wider. Female football has come a far way, where the people are getting involved in it. We have to think beyond ourselves. Let me say this. A lot of you, I will never forget what happened in 1998 after the qualification, how difficult it was to get players to talk when they qualified. Everything became this big lockdown, shutdown, can't talk to them. This is a lesson to be learned. Things are generational. And when this generation of girls pass through the system, if they don't set things in proper order, then you may find that when the next generation who are not as good come up, the sport stays right where it's at. I think, and I'm not asking anyone to speak to me, all I'm saying is that if we complete that, you do that. You don't have to talk to me. Even talk to Crystal. Because in all of this, Talawa TV has said nothing but good things. Find one. But we cannot have teams. Listen, Shelley and Fraser Price and Sharika Jackson, when they won and finished second in the 100 meters, they were interviewed by the broadcasters, the one who owned the right to it. There were other people from other nations standing basically in their way to interview them. And they move them out of their way and tell them, we are going to talk to the Jamaican station. When they finished the 200 meters, Shelley and Fraser Price was speaking with the local media. The local media. It was her medal presentation. And she didn't want to be late. She went to do it and she came back and she finished up. The local media has not always picked her as the winner. Pick Sharika as the winner. You have varied opinions, but they still don't shun them. Elaine Thompson spoke, though many people, I've heard people come out and say, she no good, she need to go back to Stephen Francis, she no have no coach, Lord, she mash up and all of those things. And gracefully, she typed something commending who's supposed to be commended and still open herself to being interviewed. We have to move away from being trivial and be more engaging. We need to let go of this carry feeling thing. It has not been healthy for our country. No, again, you're adults, you don't need to speak to anybody at all but yourself. But we must remember that when we are in certain positions, the decisions that we take transcends beyond our generation. And sometimes what we do now have an impact 20, 15 years down the road. In all my history of following female football, I've never seen so many persons engaged in what is happening with the female team. I love this point, Kyle. Be more dignified, girls. Don't allow what is happening to make you go beyond who you really are. You see, I came out, remember, I was the one who came out and said it was Bunny Shaw who paid for this stuff and that they had to get the money. I came and spoke about the fact that there's no way you should be getting $50 for your per diem. I spoke about those things because, listen, if one of you say you're hurt, all of us hurt. We have Bunny Shaw, who we follow. Because remember, my point is that you're still talking to other media. All I'm saying is that select one that you think is totally for you and talk to them. At the end of the day, we are Jamaicans. And Jamaicans are not the most perfect people. All of us have our flaws. All of us. Listen, Jamaica is not heaven and earth, but we are not the worst nation and we are not the worst people. There are some who are terrible amongst us, but there are some who are good. And we must not seek to bungle all of us in one thing. There are some media people, I must agree with you, who have been very, very critical of you girls. And I would agree with you if you shun them. Let me say it again, girls. I would agree. Remember, what I am saying is that it is something that obviously it was said in the context that somebody else would have penned it, because there's an article in a newspaper that will be coming out in either next week, and I will present it to the people to show you that it was said and it was either recorded or written down that there's going to be a shunning of the local media. I'd prefer if that said something. Listen, there are some persons in the local media fraternity that were not just against us, but I think they were too harsh in their criticism. And therefore, at this point, we have opted not to talk to them. However, we will talk to so and so and talk to those. That's all I'm saying. But let me tell you what, no matter what you do, no matter who you shun, Manning's man will always support the Reggae Girlz. In fact, there's a group of us already planning to travel to Australia. So this is not about person, because there are times people, let me tell you why. There are times when I take my conversation to a different level. So I don't engage in crosstalk or dialogue. If any one of you in the comment section think this is about person and personality, you're missing the point. I'm not going. Today is Super Friday, Super Sticker Day, and Super Chat Day. I am not going to entertain any conversation that is at a level that I'm not discussing it today for the next 30 minutes. Don't make this about a person. Think about the principle of the conversation. And instead of trying to answer something that has not been asked of you, before you formulate your own opinion, put all the pieces together. Think about it and ask yourself, based on all of this, is this the best practice? Then you make a comment. Don't just comment because there's a comment section. So let me ask you again. Since the playing of the game against Costa Rica, tell me one local media outlet that have spoken to the coach or the players in any official capacity. This is not here to beat down the girls. This is just here to say, listen, let's all lift our level, including the persons who may have wrongly criticized you. Let me say this again. Every person that I have engaged on this platform, they were in support of the girls. I can disagree with a coach's decision. I can disagree. I can disagree with a coach's decision. I can disagree with, watch this, with a player's decision and still support them. So let's lift our level. I'm going to take this one and then I'm going to give you the reggae boy thing. Because remember, it's 1 hour people. Name one local media outlet that even knew they existed before they qualified. Quelch 100. Like, obviously, you don't live in Jamaica. I'm just going to give you one. Let me give you a name of a person and go and check. We just give you names. I'm not even giving a station that they work at. I'm going to give you a name because obviously you're not following. A lot of you guys, you watch game, you don't follow what is happening. I'm going to give you some names and you check them out. There's a person called Nodley Wright. Just check out that name. There's a person called Robert Williams. There's a person called Evan Hewitt. There's a lady called Karen Madden. I'm just giving you some names and go and do your research because I would not even go any further than that. I'm just giving you 4 names and then we're done. That's it. So from there, you can draw your own conclusion. All right. So again, girls, just consider what man is saying. You understand me? Take some time, think about it. And then if you are justified in a decision, stick to it. But if you have any reservation about the implication of this on a long-term level, then I suggest that you do otherwise. All right? So, yeah. Moving right along to discussion point number 2. We have around 25 minutes left. So, the names that I have that are, this seem to be the travel party because it couldn't be a training camp. Whoa. From Harborview, I have Amal Knight and Anthony Bennett. Yeah, those two. Yeah, yes, Cranky. That's why I'm going to change the discussion because some of the people, I think even some of the people in the comment section, I think they come on I think sometimes the people come on because they're trying to have debates, so they don't have time to dissect and really listen to what is happening because I think they have to be anti something to be right. Like there's this idea that the only way we can feel good about ourselves is like if I come out against something or if I'm in agreement with something. Sometimes it's just for us to listen and make assessment. And you're right, Cranky, that the media and the fans are doing their job. And criticism don't mean lack of support. And there's this notion that all people need to do is to give their money, and it's a Jamaican cultural problem. When people from Jamaica call and ask you for money, you're not supposed to say nothing to them. Give them the money and shut up and don't talk. You're not supposed to criticize. If a man come to you and say, let me $5,000, and you say, what are you going to do with it? Just let me the money, I'm going to give you back. You have no question me. In other words, listen, we say to them, so you want to borrow $10,000. Why you don't? You want $10,000 to buy some books for your kids to go to school. But why you want to buy a $15,000 Clark's? No. Yo, nobody, if you're going to. That's how we are. We have to change that. Because to criticize don't mean you're not supporting. And we need to change that in our culture. I'm telling you, listen, hey, the man on the road, I'm telling the truth, people. Sir, well, get some money to buy some food, So what you doing out here, sir, right now? Yeah, you have to ask me question for give me the look $100. You ask me question for give me $100. Just give me the $100 and ask me no question. Come on. We can't operate like that. Same problem some of the administrators have. Don't come on YouTube and say nothing. Don't come on TV and say nothing. All you need to do, if you really so serious about this, give the boy them some money. Give the JFF some money. Give the J3 some money. Give Netball Jamaica some money. Give the West Indies Cricket Board because even have so much chat, just give some money. So all people need to do is just give them money and don't ask nothing. You ever talk to even some of the JPL coaches? All on the point, you're talk. Put in the money away. Come give some money. Everybody, you're supposed to just give them stuff. But don't say nothing. You're not supposed to ask. No. Who are you? Who are you? Listen, the girls have no obligation to talk to anyone at all. Listen, the Jamaican fans and the people of Jamaica have no obligation to support any sport at all. None whatsoever. No person is obligated to support anybody in any sport. So there's no obligation. Nobody have no obligation. We're not talking about obligation. And I am not here. Listen, they say the people coming here trying to beat the girls. Don't bother with it, because this is not about beating the girls. Because I'm not here to beat the girls. Let me tell you this, me in full support of the girls. Vin Blaine and I speak, but the girls say a new coach. Me say, fine, get a new coach. But is that the best way? Because I'm in business. And let me tell you this, if they do it, I learned this. I remember a previous leader before me. When the leader left and I became the leader of an organization, major organization, and the leader left, right? All of a sudden, people were coming to me and saying that, boy, them glad you leave, and boy, because this and that, and you are a new person, and you have all of these ideas and a long blah, 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 blah. And so I would say to the leader, listen, I never knew that some of these things happened. And I never knew, right? I never knew that some of these things that are coming up. And the former leader said to me, he said, let me tell you something. If they do it to me, they will do it to you. If they do it to me, they will do it to you. Because people are people. Let me tell you this. I came out and I said this. Khadija Bonishaw was going to ensure that Jamaica qualified. I said she was going to score in every match because the fact that she was strident in this means that she's going to take the burden on her shoulder. I will still say, in life, we need to look at life in every decision that we make. So I'm teaching you some things today. In life, every decision you make, the failures and the successes, always look back and ask yourself, how could I have done this better? Because in life, most times there's always a better way in failure and in success. Experience doesn't teach wisdom. It is evaluated experiences that teaches wisdom. Not because you experience something, mean that you have learned. If you don't evaluate the experience, you're going to miss the lesson. And part of the question you must ask yourself is this: how could I have done this better? Evaluated experiences. The reggae boys are going away. People, it is Super Friday, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Super Hits, Super Likes. You're saying all nobody mix me up. Nobody mix me up, you know. Nobody mix me up in about the era leader business. Prince Body bless up. M10. Yeah, Dukla. Dukla, someone love give problem, but thanks for making the program live. I like when you don't put them things there in there. You understand me? Big up, Kyle. Players asking for a new coach is nothing new in sport. It is called losing the dressing room. There is no formal way to go about that process. True, that is why there's no formal way. That is why you must always look back and ask yourself, could it have been done differently? Because I think for most people, they were saying that give the girls what they want, but it is just the how. You understand me? Listen, I think I shared this example with you before, right? So I've gone about, I don't like using the word fire, but relieving people of their duties. So here's what I do. I've gone about realigning people. In other words, they got to a point where the organization was not able to fulfill their life's vision. And as a leader, I recognize that. So what do? I don't want to destroy or sabotage the person's vision because it's a good vision. So I direct them to a place where the vision that they have can be fulfilled. So I've learned that sometimes when you fire people, you don't just run them away, basically. People don't move. Important. Yeah, so sometimes that's what we have to do. You understand me? Hey, listen, your vision is great, but right now the organization is going in a different way. Because sometimes my vision and your vision is opposite. So you call that division. Die is two, double, and then you're going to have problems. Anything that have two heads is a monster. So if the girl saying that, listen, we are going this way and Vin Blaine going that way, we need to, that's fine. But how do you do it? That's all. All right? So now, Reggae Boys, because people, thanks for the super sticker, super chats, because it is that day when we drop those things. Boycotting can be a two-way street in life. People have options. Yep. All right. So Colorado Murray, Trayvon Reed, Amal Knight, Anthony Bennett, Odin Staple, Hardin, and Dyer are the Harborview players who are called up for the Austrian trip. You have the captain of Dunbeholden as well, Shaquille Dyer, who has been called up. Atafari Bygrave, Fabian McCarthy, Demario Phillips, Nicole Christian, and Peter McGregor. Those players from Dunbeholden have been called up. You have Alwyn Harvey from Mount Pleasant, Daniel Green from Mount Pleasant, Jamai Topi from Mount Pleasant. You have Ricardo Thomas from Waterhouse. See, this is Kemar Foster from Waterhouse. And oh geez, what's his name? Howell. All right. Hold on, people. Let's see if we can take a call before we close here. Howell. We have Ryan LFC calling in, so let's see if we can connect up with Ryan LFC right now. Hello. Oh, I think. Let's see if we can call Ryan LFC and then I'll give you the rest of the names. All right. Let's see, because he's trying to call in. Yeah. So Alwyn Harvey. So yeah, Peter McGregor injured.
Mornings, man.
Hey, Ryan LFC. Yeah, man. Afternoon, brother. How you doing? Hello, Ryan. Ryan.
Hello?
Yeah, man. We're hearing you loud and clear.
Hello?
Yeah, man. We're hearing you. You're hearing us? Oh. Let's see if we can call back Ryan LFC. Don't know what is happening.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We're hearing you.
Hello?
Ryan. Hello. Ryan. I don't know what's going on. What people are hearing him? Because I am hearing him, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All right, let me see if we can do this. All right, let's see if we can hear. Ryan, try calling me, Try calling me back so we can see. You said that you want to, this is a prank list. Hey, when I hear the list, I was asking if it was a seriously, when I started getting the names, people, I must say, I was a little bit taken aback. So I was asking if it was like a training camp that they were going to have, and then they were going to select players from it. But what am I? I'm just a YouTuber, yeah, sir. Yes, I don't know. And just to let you know, the track and field people, Oblique Civil he has withdrawn from the preliminaries of the 4x1. He has withdrawn. All right. So, so I don't know. No man, Howell from Waterhouse is the finish with no man. Howard from Waterhouse is there. Teddy Lee. I don't know. Listen, but none of the players, obviously, none of the players will be able to go. It's just like I said, it's a JPL team, so it's just I guess money making. I don't know. Ryan,
Good evening to your viewers and your panelists. Them.
yeah. Good evening, good evening. People, remember, it's not a long show, you know. It is Super Friday when we do super stickers and super chats. And if you can't do that, make sure you hit the likes. Ryan, what you saying?
I don't know if I misquote you or me never hear you well or something. Who you say get called up for the Austria trip?
You want me to give you some of the names? All
Me not really want to know what. Yeah, go ahead still.
right. All right. So, Atafari Bygrave, Daniel Green, Fabian McCarthy, Demario Phillips, Nikai Christian, Peter McGregor, Dwayne Busy Atkinson, Ricardo King, Ricardo Thomas, Jamai Topi, Alwyn Harvey, Colorado Murray, Shaquille Dwyer, Shamar Dwyer, Amal Knight, Ocean Stapleton, Odian Hardin, and Anthony Bennett. That is the goalkeeper from Trayvon Reed as well. That is the goalkeeper from Harborview, Sausage Son.
Bennett.
Yeah.
That not look bad. But tell me something. I will call them player Dalton Win.
We didn't know who call them. Everybody ask me who call them. I'm feeling with that.
But man, how comes you don't have a coach yet and then man a player get called already? That don't make no sense, brother. I can't take them man see. Them man I mean Jamaican football no good enough, brother. How comes you not even have a coach of the people them in a limbos and all of them thing there? And we have a tournament and squad a name who get called already. So this I tell me, say man is man. Them man then stop play with the team as a Jerome Wade say. The man them follow the people them who them as several coach. Bro, it just show that it obvious that somebody a call these players. You don't have no coach yet, and but you a call player. Jesus Christ, somebody help me.
Yeah,
No,
so right, that is true, Ryan. If they say that it is a coach that is responsible for team selection, and maybe there's a coach, you know, I don't know. So who call the players if there's no coach? That's a very good question, Ryan.
Mannings man, me tell you the truth, brother. Yo, me I tell you, bro, me that hurt my youth. Cause I can't believe.
Because normally, you know, that's a very good question, Ryan. Normally they say the technical committee or the technical director, they just recommend, they don't select. So now there is no coach. So who picked the team?
Anyway, I just for the people them.
See, TikTok says learn that we need to learn about Jamaican football. There is a local senior coach. Really? Who is the local senior coach? Tell us.
All right. Mannings man, the
TikTok,
reason why I come.
Make TikTok, hold on, Mary. Make TikTok tell us who is the local senior coach. Who is the local senior coach? There's no local senior coach. You may have assistant, but there's no local senior coach. What kind of madness is, man? Hey, Ryan, go ahead, man. I'm not talking about that TikTok. From the evening, you are going good, you know. Why when I'm ready to leave, you go tick me off again, man. Go ahead, Ryan.
Mannings man, I just come on the program for for the viewers. Okay, take a call, Mannings man. May I listen? Cause I want to learn more. But before you go to the caller, just 1 minute. I know that the man them play with the team, so it's no surprise to me. But that show you the fans them really come on for say it. When the fans them say people have pick the team, and we say people help pick the team, them can't say we know for say that because there's no coaches there, but players getting picked. But answer to the call, Mannings man, me there.
Yeah, man.
Don't cut me off, you know, me I win.
All right. Caller, welcome to I'm Sure Sport. Hello? Yes, Ryan.
Hey, man, man, I lie, brother. Yo, man, I tell you. But anyway, the girls them know.
This man
Yeah,
said that Paul told us that it is Meran. Oh, so Meran Garden is the head coach. Okay, thank you, TikTok. People, TikTok, who is somehow connected to internal sources at the GFF, is confirming that the new national coach for Jamaica is TikTok. No, sorry. It's Meran Garden, not TikTok. Go ahead, Ryan. What the girls think?
yeah. I think the girls them wrong. I think them wrong for now one day, and they need to speak to the media. It's no matter who for side the media want pick. The media is doing them work, brother, and it's we always said, oh, the girls them go about it. It's wrong. It's wrong. You know what I mean? But the end of the day, we still give them the benefit of the doubt and say, listen, you in the situation, a lot of you guys play overseas, a lot of you guys go to college and get a degree and all of these stuff. So we're giving you guys the benefit of the doubt. And it really pay off. It pay off. And females, listen, you guys get it wrong. Yeah, a lot of media say you're doing it about. That don't mean that them not supporting them. You understand? Because we all here to support. We all here to support the team cheer and the team when they need a 12 man. But end of the day, when they do something wrong or go about something wrong, we have to call it. We're just doing our work. And that's what I want people to understand. We're doing our work. You understand? That's what we get paid for.
Yeah, that's what I'm. And listen, remember what I am saying in Iran is that it's cool, you know. I'm not. They don't have to talk to everybody. But I don't know if you notice that they have not. Anyone say? Yo, sometimes you have to laugh when TikTok started up. You have to laugh when TikTok. We just said, all right, Ryan asked a question. Ryan asked the question. I soon come back to that point, Ryan. Ryan asked a question. And the question is based on the fact that we have always been told that the head coach, not no assistant, not no local senior coach, the head coach picks the team. That's what we have been told. The head coach picks the team. The technical committee may make recommendations. Ryan asked a good question. If a squad has been selected and there is no head coach who selected the team, you came on TikTok and listen to your two comments where those things are concerned. All right? The first comment, Mr. TikTok, is this. Learn about Jamaica football. There is a local senior coach. All right? That was your first comment at 5 p.m. Mr. TikTok. Your second comment, a minute after that, TikTok, is that Paul Hall told us that it is Meran Garden. You said by those two statements that Meran Garden is the local senior coach of the Reggae Boys. So how down here you tell me about me a Christian and me a say things when I go so? Now you just said that. Here's what you TikTok, you're changing now. So Paul Hall told us Meran Garden recommend. These players are not recommended. These players are picked. Not recommended. Let me use a different word for you. I must not understand. These players are not recommended TikTok. They are picked. Hey, Ryan.
Yeah. Management.
Talk to TikTok to me, man. We can't manage it, sir.
Who name so?
All right, yeah. What does that what agree?
So, for me, management, you see, one of the things them where I'm not lie to you, Bridget. I was going to say something, right? A few incidents happened to me today on the road and thing. See? And may I tell you the truth, brother. From going to high school, I always tell myself, say, the book is not for me and all of them stuff. I need to get myself a skill. You understand? And one of the happiest thing ever happened to me is to come on YouTube. Not for making money, that can be a bonus, but you see my communication, brother, for talk to people and to understand, brethren, this game not only make me make money, but it make me can sit down in an interview and just talk. You understand? And talk and sense everything. You see some of the people, them, may I be honest with them, man. And that happened to me too. And since I know how to run my program, for listen to other people's opinion, disagree respectfully, and we are gonna agree and we move on. But one thing I love about YouTube, brother, it teach me so much thing. And I realize with some of these people, their mind already make up man's man coming into the comment section. So when they see the title and they see the thumbnail, their mind already make up. And man's man, I fall for that chap too. And I have to tell myself, so Ryan, you have to listen to other people's opinion. You understand? You need to relax and listen. And that teach me so much. And one of the other thing too, not just listen to the person to rebut, but to understand. Man's man, all of them things, though, may I tell you, I never know if to do them things there.
Yeah.
I never know how to reason. Since I come on YouTube, I know them things there. Because when I come from, I be a football and the thing them also around you. My people them never they around me to teach me. Like how I can teach my bigger sister. I look at brother them. I look at sister them. I never have that guidance. And I can guide my kids them. You understand? But some of them people, like the person we just say a while ago, man's man, it no matter what happen, him just done make up his mind already. And man's man, you can't worry them people there. You see? I learn how to just ignore some of them people in the comment section because it no matter what you say, them mind don't make up already. And you just stay like that. So some of the people them only need to be listening and for understand but not just rebut. Because me is just like that one time too. You understand? So I'm glad for you too, brother. Cause it trust me, man, if you go back and watch a 2-year video of me, listen to me a stammer. Oh, I can't even call this, bro, the best I know, brother. You understand? I'm still not reach where I'm supposed to do. People say if I go to English class, I tell myself, say, yes, so me I go learn it. I could have 10 years take me I go learn it on YouTube. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I just think speed is not going down well because it is very fuzzy. You understand me? You know, people, speed is not going down as well. It is very fuzzy. Somebody saying, Bertie saying, Ryan, you're right. My son played with you at Excelsior. He also said the book was not for you.
Man's man, brother.
Yeah.
Me know me a band lead a long time.
Yeah.
You see what me tell my school friend them? All of them can tell you. Every day I pressure them. Don't worry about Ryan. Ryan will be good. Ask anyone I'm play him. I say, the book is not for me as the captain. Stand up in a classroom and talk to them. The book is not for me. It's for Uno. Take in Uno can take in because I know my way. I tell myself, say, yo, I have to beat poverty. Where? I can tell myself, say, no. I can't put food on my table for the rest of my life. I don't make up my mind and don't tell them, say, yo, you take in the book. Colorado Murray can tell you, my harder than all of them. Kareem Banton, all of the Excelsior play them on the park, them can tell you. Book is not for me. I don't know how I'm captain Excelsior. I'm a lead from the front. You understand? So I'm proud of myself where I come from. So people can go and talk. You understand when I'm going to an interview, I take over that. No, seriously, man is man, the amount that, bro, react to one of my past video then, brother. You laugh till you weep, brother. And, brother, even for my wife.
You have gotten better, man. You have gotten better.
Yeah, man, we have to talk about man is man.
You're learning and growing and things. But what I'll say is this, TikTok, listen. You see, man, I say the same thing him son tell him, say, yeah, talk the truth, man. So let me say this. TikTok. It is one thing, right? It is one thing, TikTok, to state sometimes that you're unhappy with something. Here's a problem, that your sole intention is always to ascribe blame to everybody on YouTube at the expense of the Jamaica Football Federation. So watch this. Nobody but you today has brought up the JFF. Ryan came and asked a very paramount question. Here is what he asked. We have more than enough tapes of Mr. Speed unequivocally stating that when it comes to players being selected to a squad, it is not in the purview of the technical committee, the technical director, or the assistant coach. We have no head coach in place at this present time. However, a squad of players have been selected to play in a tournament. Ryan is asking who selected the players. And what you are seeking to do is to say to us, we need to learn local football. All you have to do is tell us who selected the players for this tour, since unequivocally, undoubtedly, it is not the technical committee. Then who? There's no coach, and the technical committee has not done it. So who selected the players? That is what you should answer for us. Because according to you, we are novices and we are unlearned. You, the sophisticated and learned one, should come on and say, let me teach you. The technical director didn't do it. The technical committee didn't do it. He or she is the person who selected it. That's all you have to do. You're trying to create a narrative and a conversation around something. So tell us, please, seeing that they are a recommending committee that recommended, this is not a recommended team. This is a picked team. Who picked them? Mr. TikTok. That's all you have to answer for us, the unlearned YouTube bloggers, who you call the haters of Jamaica's football. Seeing that you are the one who are entrenched with all matters concerning Jamaica's football. You're the head, when it comes on to Jamaica's football, you're the head cook and bottle washer. You understand me? So here's the thing. You are the one who invest most of your time and your experience and your knowledge into football. And all we are just critics from the outside who doesn't understand the intricate details and inner workings of the football. You who are so learned, my friend, come out and speak to us. It doesn't matter who management, we're going to support whoever is selected. A lot of novices just want to find fault, but TikTok not that. Anyway, but people, Big up TikTok in the building. Yeah, but people, we really need to sort out this thing. Must be the assistant coach or the technical director. Yeah, if it is the assistant coach, say the assistant. So do not come out and tell us that these people don't select players. Because we know that some of the teams that were selected for Paul Hall, they were not selected by him. So this is confirming that other people also select players. That's it. That's all we're saying.
Management.
You understand me, Ryan? What we're saying is that, listen, we know that there have been times when Paul Hall gets a team when all those players were not selected by him. And this is proof of it. And we have confirmed it. Argument D-U-N. Done. Ryan, go ahead.
Management, you know, so sometime in life.
For the kids out there, it's D-O-N, you hear? Go ahead, Ryan.
So for me, management, I'm a straightforward person. And you see, if the JFF can just be fair to themselves and say, hey, listen, hey, Paul Hall responds for the team, you know. But sometimes when we have some local game or whatever, other people pick the team. The technical committee, basically management, in my opinion, I don't, when the technical committee select a player, right? And I don't want twist up my words here, you know, all right? Someone help me, all right? So, at Liverpool, Michael Edwards, usual sporting director, right? So, he buy player, right? And thing. So, Iman Klopp, for example, all right. Mario Götze, Klopp won Mario Götze back in the same time on buy Sadio Mane. And Michael Edwards I tell him, say, listen, Sadio Mane, when you look at the stats and the data, he's the right man to fit in the system. And Klopp I say, no. And Mario Götze want. And him convinced Klopp and say, listen, Sadio Mane is the man based on the stats and the thing them, and club say, all right. At the time, Liverpool never bid. That money that asked for too much money at the time for Götze, and Liverpool get him Sadio Mane cheaper. So what happened? Him convinced club it work out. Club never want Mohamed Salah, you know. Club want a different player, you know.
Yeah.
And Michael Edwards said, listen, this is the man. And I think when you look at him record and him stats, and you look at him age, you will know him come to England, but we think him have him grow, have more confidence, he's scoring a lot of goals and stuff. And Klopp say, all right. Klopp can't remember the next player with Klopp he won. So Klopp, basically Klopp and the technical committee, sometimes Klopp want a player than the technical committee. Them have an understanding, basically. You understand? Because if you look at the success. So a Jamaica now, brother, it's so hard because who, you know, they right still big up to Wendell Downswell, 4 World Cup and things. So respect that. But what he has done, we can pinpoint and say in a Jamaican football way, raise the football or what him put on paper and say, oh, this is what Downswell do. I can't see it as a technical committee, right? And for me, for the last 6 years, I can't see management. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't see it.
Yeah.
So what the JFF need to do, brother, is to tell you straightforward. Say, you know, say, the technical committee will pick the team or the assistant pick it. But when you're going to say, the coach, and even when the coach talk about Kareem Paris, man say him didn't even know the player, but yet still him get picked.
Yeah, I think that's what we are saying is that all have to come out and say, listen, there are occasions that given the lack of knowledge of all the players available, we will select players and present those players to the coach. But once the coach is in place and he has time, we allow him the leverage of doing that. Not, I mean, just come out and say that. Not everybody will agree with it, you know, but at least you know the truth. But to come out and say unequivocally unequivocally, you have no lot nor part in the thing. And then we see something like this, it raises question. And the Wendell Downswell issue, people know that he's one of my first coach, and the amount of footballing opportunity he presents to me, like, it's unfair for me to come on YouTube, given how I have matured in the game and understand the game, to be anything that is disrespectful. But here's what I can say, because I'm an honest person. If somebody said to me, man is man, but over the long term, what are the technical developmental things that you can, like I said, point to and say that Wendell Downswell is this is happening because of Wendell Downswell? It is so little. It is so little. Therefore, because it is so little, if somebody says it's time for him to go, I would not fight it. But as a person that come up through the ranks of him coaching me, I'll tell you this. In my early development, a lot of the things that he has done, even Everton Tomlinson, who is also a coach down there, you have people like Danielin. I attribute a lot of my development as a footballer to them, so that I will give them. But when it comes on to their function and their roles, I can honestly say to people, since the teams that have qualified, I can't put my finger on anything to say, boy, wow, Wendell Downswell as technical director has moved football in this way, shape, or form. And to look at that, I will go to Westmoreland. If you look at Westmoreland, football is like a dying sport down there, right? And two of the person involved in the technical aspect of Jamaican football, right, are there. So I'm not going to disrespect him, but if anybody who come up and say, listen, he needs to go, I have nothing to substantiate any claim for him to stay.
I understand when you have the management, man. Him coach me the team that went under 17, 2011. So I've been around that team, and Wendell Downswell was a coach, and very good coach. But this is not for Wendell Downswell still. You see it? Because sometimes the people them here will talk and them feel like, yo, we just a hate on the people them. Yo, no, I hate, Bridget. Do you believe, man's man, some of our good coach in Jamaica, do you believe them evolve as the football evolve?
Listen, I'll say this. Listen, the coaching in Jamaica has not moved as fast as football is moved. Like football development is going at 100 miles an hour, and we are going at snail space. And that is the problem. So we are far behind. And I think until we have our coaches spending time in the places where we have, which is Europe, we have most of our players, and in America, where we have so many in the USL and MLS, to learn those cultures of the game and bring it back to Jamaica, right? There is going to be problems. I don't think staying in Jamaica is sufficient to lift our coaches to the level where they can realistically compete with the coaches in other jurisdictions. And I don't think we see that. We think like we don't have the players. I think if we had coaches who have no touch. if we have, right, Ryan, coaches going overseas and learning and coming back, I think that would help to get more out of the players, right? Because talent is everywhere, you know. How deep the talent is probably the question. You understand what I mean? So I think there's a place for us to look at some of the younger coaches and say, listen, would him being 6 months? Remember when I had Alfredo Montesa? Alfredo Montesa said, listen, his club would be willing to take a Jamaican coach, because I was suggesting the footballers. He said, no, it would be better for a Jamaican coach to come there, spend 6 months over there with them, and then come back to Jamaica, because one coach can change. You understand me, Ryan? Can change 100 footballers. You bring 2 footballers over there, them come back for themselves alone. That is some option the GFF need to look at.
Man, listen. You see one of the things we are doing in Jamaica, brother. May I tell you a truth, man. Man is not every coach will learn it and can coach it back. what me just say a while ago, is not every coach or every some people just can't teach it back. We are depend on some people there. Brother, we need better qualification, brother. The youth them are potential, but if we not take them out of Jamaican Premier League, them not going away. Them are going to stop because the level of the coaching.
Brian, you know that there is an opportunity available for, and I know this, for Jamaica to have courses for the coaches from people from in the States and in Europe. Now, Mark, you know, any sort of learning is learning. All right? So let me say this. All right? They go to Trinidad. Obviously, they're going to learn something, you know. But how effective will what they learn be in the grand scheme of things? Because if we go by what is happening in Trinidad's football, it don't look like Trinidad going too far. So if we learn all of those things from the Trinidad coaching course and apply it to Jamaica, are we able to take our football beyond the Caribbean? If we want the players to excel in Europe and to excel in the leagues in America, the top league, the MLS, shouldn't we then find a way to collaborate with Europe coaches in Europe? Say, for example, the Swedish coach who is in charge of development, the people in Ireland who are willing to help. Let them do even online courses with the Jamaican coaches so they're learning what is happening in Europe, seeing that the majority of our players are going there. I think this idea that learning CONCACAF is not helping because most of our players are going beyond CONCACAF. They are going into Europe, and that's where we need to get the most of our learning from.
Mannings, man, one thing may I tell you, all speed, my brethren, all you have focus on education. You see, if you don't have the right people to educate the people, them, it not make no sense. So this, I don't believe in this thing where they're sending coach overseas to get the knowledge. Bro, I don't believe in some of these man can come back and teach you the right and proper way, brother. You understand? Some of them man can explain themselves in an interview, much as they want to come teach people. Seriously, bro.
Hold on. All right. TikTok said the Brazilian took our money. TikTok, which Brazilian took? Yo, TikTok. Yeah, bring up. You see a lot of talk about vloggers and Ryan and Mannings. We bring up false things. Which Brazilian come and took our money? You must not say these things. We have Brazilians watching the video. Hey, Ryan, you know, say I want, I'm supposed to do the video because I'm supposed to run out there, bro. So I'll go up and take 137 more minutes, you know. You understand me?
What is your helmet? Okay. Yeah.
See, Hala Madrid saying facts. Big up Hala Madrid, Boss Thomas.
My name's man. May I tell you the truth, brother? We need to educate, just like how we have some first class teacher. Don't pull the door as it. Just like how we have some first class teacher, we need some first class coach, brother. You see? Enough man to talk about them a coach, brother, them a roach, brother. Them just only have whistle, brother. Because them not teach you them the right and proper way how to control the ball without the ball stop. You understand?
Yep.
I watch much documentary and see Arteta wreck on Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling usually control the ball and stop the game. You can control and glide it and move with it. You understand? So you don't stop pace of the ball. You just glide it and you cushion it, brother. We need some proper teacher, brother. You understand? And I think Jackie Walters, them, Liebert Allman, there was a good coach in the back of the days, but modern day and do them up to speed. I'm not sure, bro.
Yeah.
As bad as thing, I love Jackie Walters, them.
Yeah, let me say this.
At the high school level, we need better coach. If we're not a better coach, brother, we're not gonna win. And the players, them, can't play football, brother. You have to have an understanding of the game, brother. Everybody are trying to depend on the coach. The coach can't think for you, brother. You have to think on the pitch, brother.
Yep. But
Yo,
let me
me
tell
too far ahead of my time, bro. Swear to
Ryan,
God, bro. Yeah,
Ryan,
go ahead.
let me tell you what I don't. I don't like when people say we can't afford. Like everything. Oh, we can't afford it. Oh, listen, at the end of the day, we're doing other things. A lot of things that people say they can't afford is because they have wrong priorities. If we fix our priorities, it is amazing the things that we can afford. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. The problem we have many times is not having money,
Going on the
it's
road,
what
we
we're
need to
doing with the
listen.
money that we have.
Anyone on that listen to me, take the bicycle. Road the rag upon. Don't
Right? That is part of the issue we have. So there are ways to afford things. And I will not until I know that people have been approached and they say, we are not taking it, or we don't want the job. This idea that nobody is willing to come and do it, I will not buy into. Because when Mr. Speed was on the program, he said, we have several people who have applied for the job of head coach and we have not spoken to them. These are people who, he said, have heard that the federation has no money. So they hear that the federation broke like a church mouse and still apply for the job. So to say we can't afford is not true. Maybe if we change our priorities, we shifted the order of our priorities. Because I do that. There are times when I need things. And here's what, I deny myself one thing so I can afford another. Ryan, I'll give you an example. When I used to grow up, people used to say, when I get paid, first thing we're gonna write a Burger King, half a tree, and then we take taxi. Then, as I got older, I realized that now that you're married, you have to go make burger at your house sometime, and every month you go, there was a season of your life when you do that. Instead of buying the burger, you make the burger. You have to change your priority. When you have kids, you stop by 6 Clarks. You have to buy one. Change your priority. You have to change your priorities. Come on, man. So all I'm saying is that we need to change some priorities. Change some priorities. Maybe some of the things that we are putting money in, we need to move it from there and put it elsewhere. And do first things first. All right? So people, Ryan, 2 minutes leaving. The people hit the like button before
yeah. Brother, I want to tell you over a month. Over a month, me no put in the work. You hear just a talk about priority. Can't get to put in the work. Me have to babysit, cook. Me have to do all kind of thing, brother. So
Here you go, sir.
the JFF for the wrong priority, bro. They must be, one of the things the JFF need to get, they need to get somebody who can spend the money the right and proper way. I don't think they have somebody who can manage the money. And me don't know why. Me I tell you, you know that to manage, man. When
Yeah.
it come on to manage your money, Rudolph Speed is very good at that. And Rudolph Speed is there. I don't know what is going on. Because Rudolph Speed controls so much big people money in Jamaica. So what is going on with the Football Federation? Why we can't control the money and spend the money the right and proper way and stop make waste spending and all of them things there. Hey, Mannings, man.
Yo. Hey, Ryan, Sunday we and I go talk to the people. We have the big Ryan interview on Sunday, You understand me? See, you don't know. We have to work that out. People, but man is gonna have to run now because the youth them need to retest this person priority. The youth, so we have to run for the youth. So people, please, yo, don't run for the thing with them have 100 likes. So hit the like button, people.
People like up the show, brother. You're lucky, bro, right now. I'm gonna bring my son and daughter. My son and Chima, my daughter go do me here, brother. I have to go sit down for the next 4 hours, brother.
Priority.
All
Priority.
right, brother.
Priority. Bless up, friend LFC people. Thanks.
Yeah, big up, brother. I'm up on the road later. People, like the show, people. Oh my God, man.
Yeah,
You guys
you understand? Don't be like
like
Titus.
the show.
Don't be like Titus with the index finger, people. Press the like button. Don't be like Titus with the index finger. Press the like button. People, I run gun. Yeah, man. Maybe you will get it. You can't spend money. You can't. TikTok said the GFF can't spend money that them don't have. All right. Okay, TikTok. People, bless up. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Remember, later this evening, we have the track and field gang coming on to look at the relays, oblique civil out of it. And man, this has been I Am Sure Sports. As usual, we say we are over and we are OUD. Oh, dear.
You know what about dog? SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.